All right, so let's begin tutorial 5. Tutorial 5 deals with developing sites for the mobile web. And the way this is going to work is it's going to use responsive design. So we're going to use something called a media query, and it will actually look at what type of device is using the site, and it can adjust its dimensions and adjust its style rules to accommodate whichever device is viewing it. So for our purposes, we're going to begin on page 350, and I have the data files pulled up as you see on the screen. So we're going to rename our files. We're going to be working with tf_home, and these are not the right files. Hang on, sorry about that. Let me just grab the right files. I'm going to grab tutorial 6. That looks better. Okay, so like I was saying, tf_home_text, we're just going to rename this and take off the .txt and the styles1 just down here. Okay, so I've got those two files renamed. Now I want to reiterate, some of you are still having a hard time with the extensions. So if you are looking at your files in Windows Explorer and you are not seeing the extensions, for example, .html or .png, you can go up to the View tab, click View, and make sure this file name extension checkbox is checked, and that way you know exactly what you're naming your files. Okay, so hopefully that will help some of you with that trouble. Okay, so let's open up the home.html in Notepad++. We're going to add our name and date. All right, and we'll do the same thing for the TF styles 1. So let me save that, and I'll open up styles 1 and name and date. All right, and let's just take a look at this style sheet. This is the TF_styles1. So we have some sections here. Base styles is the first section, and it's already got some styles in there. I'm going to scroll down. Okay, and it's got some menu styles and some section styles. Okay, and then the blank area here, pull down menu styles and new styles added below. We're going to add some more comments down at the bottom, and this is on page 351. We're going to add a section for mobile styles, tablet styles, and desktop styles. All right, so I'm just going to type it as it is written, so just bear with me. I'm going to make it pretty, make it line up a little bit. And this at media, is the query we were talking about. All right, so that's the mobile styles. And you'll notice it is 0 pixels to 480 pixels, and that will determine which device you're using. It's just going off of the screen resolution. Okay, so that's why I have max width 480 pixels, because we're going from 0 to 480. All right, so my next one is tablet styles. All right, so tablet style, we're looking at 481 pixels and greater. And then finally will be the desktop styles. And we will use 769 pixels and greater. Okay, so I'm going to save this and go back to the home page. Okay, and I'm going to define the visual viewport on this HTML page. Okay, so this is going to be a meta tag, so it's going to go in the head section. It's going to go under this character set, and it's just going to be meta name. Okay, so it sets the width of the layout viewport for this, for the device. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and put my style sheets. I'm going to link the TF_reset and the TF_styles1 style sheets. All right, so I've got both of those style sheets linked, so I'm going to save it and preview it in my browser. I've got a lot of stuff open. Sorry about that. Close all that. All right, let's see what we've got. Okay, so that's what we have just in my normal screen. But if I minimize this page, well, if I minimize this page, that is how we're going to test our view. Okay, since there's no way for me to demonstrate on these other devices, we're just going to minimize our view. All right, so that's probably pretty good there. Okay. Okay, so this submenu or this menu takes up a lot of real estate on this screen. So what we're going to do next is collapse these submenu items. Okay, so we will do this in the Styles 1. Okay, so I need to go towards the bottom of my page. I'm on line 148. And I need to put in a style. Okay, our navigation is in an unordered list, and it has an ID of sub menu. So that's why I'm using that style. And the display is going to be none. This is how I will collapse it. All right, so I'm going to save this and preview it in my browser. Let me refresh, and it collapses it. So it doesn't take up as much screen room. All right, so that's going to help quite a bit. All right, next thing we're going to do, we're going to go back to Styles 1. And let's see, under the display equals none, we're going to put a style in for the hyperlink. So it's going to be a.submenu title : hover. Okay, plus ul.submenu, comma, ul.submenu, hover. All right, so this first section here, before the comma, this is going to select the submenu that is preceded by the hover over submenu title. So I'm reading that directly out of the book. The second item here selects the submenu that's being hovered over. So we're going to have a hover element, okay? And what we want to happen during this style is to display it as a block. All right, so let me save this and we'll flip back over and refresh. Okay, nothing really changed so far until we start to hover. See how that worked? So when we hover over parents, we get the parent submenu, and then the about us, we get the about us submenu. So that's how that works.